Hello students, welcome to the online class of biology. Hope you all must be doing well. Today we will be studying about the kingdom Protista. There are certain organisms which are neither plants nor animals nor fungi. They can live in variable environments. They can be heterotrophic or they can be autotrophic. They can move with the help of cilia, flagella, etc. Now let us study about these protists having certain interesting facts associated with them. Kingdom Protista is divided into chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, protozoans, slime molds, and euglenoids. Now we will study them one by one. Chrysophytes. These are the protists which include diatoms and golden brown algae. The golden brown algae are also called desmids. They are found in fresh water as well as marine water. They are microscopic and float with the water current. They form the planktons on which the aquatic animals they feed. Most of them are photosynthetic. They act as the major producers in the ocean ecosystem. Example of golden brown algae are Triceratium and Pinularia. The wall of diatoms is made up of silica, so when the organism die, they form the diatomaceous earth. Now we move on to the economic importance of chrysophytes. They are used as cleaning agents. Because of the siliceous wall, they are used as abrasive and for filtration and in the toothpaste. They contribute to both carbon cycle and food chain. They act as the major producers of oxygen in the atmosphere. They act as the environmental indicators. As fossils, they transform into petroleum. Dinoflagellates. These are the organisms which are mostly marine and photosynthetic. They form the toxic blue-green algae. They can be of different colors like yellow, green, brown, blue, red, depending upon the type of the pigment present in their cell. Their cell wall is made up of cellulose. They have two flagella mostly. It has been seen that the red dinoflagellate called gonoalex or alexandrium undergo rapid multiplication in the sea, which give the red appearance to the sea, and this is called red tide. They release a toxin which is known as a sexitoxin or polyether toxin, which can kill the shellfishes also. When these toxic shellfishes are consumed by human beings, then they can cause respiratory diseases in human beings. The next protists are slime molds. Slime molds are saprophytic protists. Their body lack the cell wall. They move along with the decaying branches, twigs, leaves, etc. They keep on engulfing the organic material. These slime molds are of two types: cellular slime molds and acellular slime molds. Acellular slime molds are just made up of the cytoplasm, but the cellular slime molds are having nuclei and the cell membrane around them. The cellular slime molds forms the fruiting bodies, but these fruiting bodies are absent in the acellular slime molds. This is a slide showing the acellular slime mold. The example of acellular slime mold is Physarum. This is a slide showing the cellular slime mold. These are the fruiting bodies of cellular slime molds, and the example of cellular slime mold is Dictyostelium. Euglenoids. These are the freshwater organisms which are found in stagnant water. So, where will you find them? You will find them in the pond water. Instead of the cell wall, they have a covering of protein which is called pellicle, and this makes their body flexible. They are photosynthetic in the presence of light due to the presence of chloroplast in them, and they become heterotrophic in the absence of light, and they start predating on the other smaller organisms. They act as the connecting links between the plants and animals. They have got chloroplast, and their photosynthetic pigments resemble that of the higher plants. So, this characteristic feature makes them like plants. They have got a mouth, a flagella, which resembles that of animals. So, they act as the connecting links. Example is Euglena. The next group of protists is protozoans. Protozoans are heterotrophs and they live as predators as well as parasites. They are regarded as the primitive relatives of animals. There are four major groups of protozoans. These are the ciliated protozoans, sporozoans, amoeboid protozoans, and flagellated protozoans. Now we will study them one by one. Ciliated protozoans. These are aquatic, actively moving because their body is covered with a large number of cilia. They have a gullet or a mouth in their body from where they can collect their food. The example of the ciliated protozoan is Paramecium. Second are the sporozoans. Sporozoans means these are the protists which have a spore-like stage in their life cycle. They are mostly pathogenic. The most important example of sporozoan is Plasmodium, which causes malaria in the human beings. Amoeboid protozoans. As the name suggests, they include amoeba. They live in the fresh water, sea water, moist soil, etc. You must have studied the structure of amoeba. They contain the false feet, which are known as the pseudopodia. This pseudopodia helps in capturing the food. They are also parasitic like ant amoeba. Ant amoeba histolytica cause the amoebic dysentery in the human beings. Next are the flagellated protozoans. Flagellated protozoans contain flagella in their body. They are either free living or parasitic. They cause many diseases in human beings. For example, trypanosoma, which causes sleeping sickness in human beings. Second example of flagellated protozoan is Leishmania donovani, which causes kala azar in human beings. There is a table showing the various diseases and the symptoms which are caused by the protist in the human beings. First is amoebic dysentery. Amoebic dysentery is caused by Entamoeba histolytica. The vector is water. Symptoms are diarrhea, and you can get it from tap water in some of the places or by having the contaminated water. Second is giardiasis. It is caused by a protist which is called giardia. Giardia is also known as the grand old man of stomach. Vector is water. Symptoms are diarrhea, vomiting. So it can come to the body by drinking contaminated water. The next disease is African sleeping sickness, which is caused by trypanosoma. The vector of trypanosoma is say fly. The symptoms of African sleeping sickness are uncontrolled sleepiness and confusion. Trypanosoma is found in the isolated areas and it lives in the blood. Malaria. Malaria is caused by Plasmodium. The vector of Plasmodium is female Anopheles mosquito. Symptoms of malaria are fever, chills, and death sometimes. It can be treated with the help of a medicine which is called quinine. Toxoplasmosis. Toxoplasmosis is caused by Toxoplasma. The vector of Toxoplasma are cats. It can lead to fatal death or brain damage. Pregnant women should avoid the cat litter or they should avoid coming in contact with the cat. So, students, that's all for today. Thank you so much.